We drove up the road to look at this ranch. As we came over a high point, we could actually see up into this canyon. It reminded me of Big Bend National Park and the Chisos Mountains. It was like a miniature Chisos Mountain. And I was just amazed at the beauty of the ranch, the solitude of the ranch, how magnificent it was and how untouched it was. To me, it was like another national park, and it was in private hands. I was amazed.
The Mexicans call this land El Despoblado, the uninhabited, a majestic place too powerful to be tamed by mere mortals. And so it remains today, beautiful and wild in equal measure. The Davis Mountains of far west Texas rise abruptly from the Chihuahuan Desert, a remarkable sky island home to plants and animals rarely found in the American Southwest. The Livermore Ranch is one with this magnificent land, 4,772 deeded acres from the desert floor to the base of Mount Livermore. With a headquarters at 5,750 feet above sea level, Livermore Ranch is one of the highest ranches in Texas and easily one of the most unique, with a stunning landscape that is indeed worthy of a national park. The entrance to Livermore Ranch is located about 30 miles west of Fort Davis in Jeff Davis County off State Highway 166. Marfa, with its vibrant arts community, is about 25 miles southeast of the ranch, while Alpine and Sul Ross State University are 51 miles away. Both Marfa and Alpine have general aviation airports. Commercial airliners serve the El Paso International Airport, 175 miles west of the ranch, and the Midland-Odessa International Airport, 182 miles northeast. McDonald Observatory is about 20 miles from the ranch, with the famed Big Bend National Park 2 hours south. Awe-struck 16th century Spaniards and later Mexican settlers bypassed the Davis Mountains, assuming that no man could ever live there. They were wrong. Hundreds of years earlier, the Trans-Pecos region was home to a thriving culture, and Mount Livermore was its sacred center.
I've got some examples of some of the points that we picked up here on the ranch, they seem to be almost everywhere, so there must have been a large populations of Indians that lived up in this sacred area.
In 1895, climbers discovered a cache of prehistoric arrow points in a leather bag buried beneath a rock cairn atop Mount Livermore. Over the next 11 years, Susan Janes, a local resident and amateur archaeologist, unearthed more than 1,700 points, which she theorized had been deliberately buried during religious ceremonies on the mountain. Archaeologists today agree and have carbon dated the Livermore cache to about 900 AD.
So this is the example of a broken Livermore point. This is more examples of the Mescalero Apache points. So they're much larger, a little grosser. It's just a more useful point to hunt, gather, be warriors.
In the mid-19th century, the Mescalero Apache warriors, led by their chief Victorio, hid out in caves on what today is the Livermore Ranch. Soldiers from Fort Davis pursuing the Apaches also pitched camp here.
I want to show you a really unique site here on the Livermore Ranch, the Calvary fire pits. This was one of the larger ones. It sits underneath Victorio's Ridge. So this is one of their major campsites.
Livermore Ranch takes in all of Brooks Mountain, from the base to the summit. The highest point on the ranch is 7,760 feet above sea level. On a clear day, you can see for 100 miles. On the ranch, the terrain rises steadily over 2,000 feet, changing dramatically in the climb from a high desert ecosystem to a verdant alpine oasis. Rainfall varies dramatically too, from an arid 7 to 9 inches a year at the ranch gate to as much as 24 inches a year at the higher elevations. Throughout the ranch, there are several healthy springs and wells that provide a rich supply of water year-round. This spring, enclosed by stonemasons in 1919, has never run dry. The ranch is home to a stunning diversity of birds and plants, ranging from golden eagles and lucifer hummingbirds to Texas madrone trees and delicate orchids. The ecosystems are so rich, in fact, that when the Smithsonian Institution needed to update its collection, its scientists came here to gather specimens. Large and small game abound: mule deer, elk, aoudad, mountain lions, and occasionally even the rare Mexican black bear. At the center of the ranch is the Livermore Lodge, a gorgeous 8,166 square foot ranch house designed by Dallas oil man James Marvin Boyd. More than 7 years went into the construction. The walls are a 14-inch stabilized adobe brick, tremendously sturdy and excellent for insulation. The roof is zinc copper tin, fire safe and gorgeous. The great room of the lodge was built for entertaining family and friends, with its 30-foot cathedral ceiling and massive stone fireplace. There are 4 bedrooms, each with a private bath, plus private guest quarters with 2 bedrooms and a kitchen on the lower level. The home's relaxed floor plan encourages indoor-outdoor living. 8-foot-high accordion doors in the living room, kitchen, and den open onto a courtyard with a spectacular mountain view.
The view from the lodge is a panoramic view of the whole mountain complex. It's just a magnificent, inspirational place.
Ranching facilities include a large livestock corral and pens, a 5,000 square foot maintenance barn, and a bunkhouse. There are also 2 outdoor equestrian arenas and a horse barn with tack room.
Very special place, very inspirational, very secluded, and it's hard to tell people about it because it is so special. It's like I get to step into a national park. Every time I come to my ranch, it's like I'm going out to a national park that's in private hands, only in America.